Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chandler's Rose. I know it's been a long time since I posted on this channel, but we've been doing some, I won't say renovations, but some restructuring over here. And so I have decided to keep the Chandler's Rose as a fragrance haul, fragrance discussion forum, and just keep the fragrance notes strictly about what's on sale, what's coming up for sale. So with that in mind, let's get started. This is Pumpkin Creme Brulee from the Chemistry Store, which I have found that I love better than pumpkin spice. The two things I will let you know about this is that it darkens to a dark chocolate. In fact, let me show you. This is one of the soaps from my Monster Mash called Pumpkin Piss. So this is orange, and it's showing a really light orange on camera, but it's a darker orange. And the entire soap started out this color. But I added, so this layer only has the pumpkin creme brulee. And as you can see, it is a dark chocolate. And the other has the beer fragrance oil to it. So this also, you can see it looks a little mottled. So this pumpkin creme brulee does not accelerate trace. It actually decelerates trace to the point that the soap mixture actually separated. And I had to stick blend like crazy and then pour into each individual cavity and stick blend every 2 pours into the individual cavities to get it to hold together. It does superheat, but thankfully, because I had this as the bottom layer and then I poured the beer layer over top, you can't see it. But this was basically an experiment, and Pumpkin Piss, which is part of my Monster Mash line, is going to be released as a yearly offering. But this was the leftovers. I actually have the actual pumpkin shaped soaps curing right now. I unmolded them earlier in another video on the Fragrance Nook channel. But you can actually, I just wanted to show you how dark this will discolor to. And again, it smells delicious. It smells like a really good pumpkin bread with burnt sugar. It's the best way I can describe it. And it's beautiful. I am going to continue to use this now that I know how dark it actually makes the soap and what it actually does to the soap recipe. I would definitely say this is one of the ones that you can use in a soap, but I would either make it a bottom layer or I would make it a swirl. I would not make it the entire base that you are pouring swirls into. It's not going to work. If I figure out a way to make it work, in which percentage, of course, I'll let you all know on this channel. Okay, so the next is birthday cake. So I've actually had birthday cake for a while, and I have about 18 different fragrances that I'm going to do with birthday cake. And it really does smell like a light vanilla cake that you would put, that you could blend so many things with. So I have a couple of ideas for this one. This one does discolor. I saw on the website that it discolors. I'm going to try it out later on this month, because going into next year for the second quarter, for my dessert line, this is going to be the flagship and base fragrance for about 7 different fragrances that I'm going to bring to the dessert line. Next up is Caramel Honey Drizzle. Now this one, the honey is there. The honey fragrance is definitely there. The honey fragrance smells good. The caramel is very light. This is another one that I'm pretty sure is going to discolor. So I actually have a plan for this one for some of the romance line. So this one is actually going to be soaped in December. And I'm going to, of course, take notes on it, see how everything works out. And if it's something that plays well with others, then I'm going to add this to the dessert line. So that's what we've got with this one. The next one that I have is Honey Almond. So the reason why I purchased Honey Almond is because there is a fragrance that I had made before that I needed almond 4, and it caused my soap to develop crystalline spikes all over it. And it was very disturbing to see that. And in fact, it happened back in 2017 or 2018. If you go back on the Fragrance Nooks Instagram to around 2017, 2018, you'll see the soap. It was around the Christmas time, and I was soaping, doing a bunch of different fragrance challenges and everything. But this is it. So, well, this isn't the one, but I wanted another almond because I wanted to try to bring that fragrance back. And so I have this honey almond here. I don't think it's going to seize too badly in soap, but I at least want to give it a try and see how it turns out. I also want to see if I have to leave my soaps in the mold a little bit longer, just to make sure that they will unmold with all the fine detail. So this is going to be another tester. If this one actually works out, then this one is going to be part of my bougie brunch, as well as my breakfast line that I'm debuting next year. All right, next up is strawberries and champagne. This one is a new one. I actually just picked this up from the chemistry store last week sometime. I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday is normally when I can run over there in the morning and just pick up my order. So this one, of course, does smell like strawberries. It doesn't have that ginger champagne fragrance that you would normally expect. It's a very light fragrance. I can't remember if it's floral notes or not. Let me see real quick. It is a juicy, actually, it smells like strawberries and a juicy pear. But it has the champagne fragrance there. It's about, I would say the champagne is a heart or a base note. It's very nice. To be perfectly honest with you, I would normally leave this alone and not try to blend anything with it. But if you know me, you know that I'm going to do it anyway. So this one more than likely is going to be part of the Boozy Brunch line that's going to start next year. And we shall see. I will keep you updated depending on how it works in a soap. With a lot of these, for instance, like pumpkin creme brulee, I already know now that if I do expand this out, I'm going to expand it out into body butter and a perfume only. I would not be able to put it in bath cookies because it's going to brown and it's going to turn a mottled brown. And when I say mottled, I mean MOTTLED, mottled. And a lot of people will not like that look. So as a body butter, it turning brown, I'm pretty sure people will be okay with that. As a perfume, I would have to see how cloudy it makes the mixture. But, you know, we'll see with that. As a dry body oil, I can definitely do this as a dry body oil mix. But, you know, we'll just have to see. And same thing for this one. This one, I could actually see it as just a, well, no. If I'm going to make this as a dry body oil or a perfume, I would definitely add something to it. I would definitely add a couple of things to it. So I just got an idea, or a couple ideas. Okay. So next up, oh yes, is raspberry mimosa. Okay. So I got this one last month from Brambleberry. Oh no, I got it from the chemistry store. I got this one from the chemistry store because I wanted to add it to the bougie brunch. And this one here actually does have that light Schweppes ginger ale after scent to it, like a base note. So this one right here, normally I would say, oh no, I wouldn't add anything to it. But I think for this one right here, this could use some razzmatazz. This could use some razzmatazz to it. The raspberry note is top. Well, actually, no, a fruity note is top. But it's not one that I would immediately smell and go, oh, that's raspberry. So this one's got to give it the old razzle dazzle. We got to see what we're going to do with this one. But I do know this is going to be with the bougie brunch as well. So that's that one. And then the last one is eucalyptus and sea salt. Now this one, when people say, oh, I want a spa fragrance, I want a spa ozone fragrance, this is the epitome of this. This is a very nice blue and green fragrance. It is beautiful. And I actually was thinking about adding this to the Pirates Cove line, but I think I might just do a totally separate line because I have this one and I have about 2 others that could go into the Pirates Cove line. But these seem more of a vacation type fragrance. Like you are, this one right here is if you pull up to like some little seaside resort and there is a great fragrance there, like you're sitting out on the deck and you're eating your food and that good sea breeze comes in, that good crisp, salty sea breeze. This is what this one is like. So I don't think it would be a traveler fragrance. I have to think about what I'm going to do with this one, but I actually have some ideas, and I need to get some seashell molds so that I can do what I'm thinking of doing with this one. Because let me smell this one again. Let me just make sure. Oh gosh, yes. This on its own is a very nice fragrance that could be like an aftershave. You could use this in a man's beard balm or even in like hair pomade. This is it. This one I would call a light to medium masculine fragrance as well, or a heavy neutral gender fluid fragrance. It's nice. It's very nice. So yeah, that's what we got going on. So I don't always do just the foodie type fragrances as well, but that's what I've been leaning into. So again, we've got the raspberry mimosa, we've got the honey almond, we've got caramel honey drizzle, birthday cake. Like I said, I've got about 17. Well, I got 7 that I'm going to release next year, but I got a total of 17 ideas for this one. We have the strawberries and champagne, and then we have the pumpkin creme brulee. Like I said, this one, pumpkin spice is nice, but this one has some depth to it. This one, pumpkin spice is like, oh yeah, we're right in the car. This is nice. Pumpkin creme brulee is just like, I'm going to feed you and you never leave in my house. This one right here. Oh, you know what? I could do like a witchy gingerbread house with this one. Oh, I got ideas. Okay, so anyway, that's what we've got right now. This is just my haul. I have more I'm going to do in a different video. And I'll just go ahead and end this one here and get this one uploaded, and then I'll do the next one.